as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Etienne once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this will be a win.
Up next, the Broncos and Jaguars face off for the 14th time. Denver can even up the series at 7 apiece. Or Jacksonville will win their 5th and the last 7 in the series. It's week 2, and it's next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nifty move by Gordon. Still going. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 3rd. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, Makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Noah Fant. His throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first down and more, ETN. And they will finally get him down at the 28. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him. But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. On 1st down, Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. To throw is Bridgewater. Into the hands of Patrick, left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will shrink to 6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, Bridgewater. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, Lawrence. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield, but now it'll be third down. Now Lawrence to throw. A first down and more. Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Hamler now to return it.
We play to win.
So we hit the half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
But I'm telling you, no more than a play like that. Connection there for the touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Lawrence. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Sharks got it, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 16, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
On 2nd and a couple, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And shedding through the tackle. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Oh, none of that.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up second down. Running out of the gun with ETN. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Lawrence to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing is Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Stiff-armed him. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
2nd and 7. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bold.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Von Miller, he does best with a sack. On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something." Some other time, but some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He finds his man, complete. It's back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He finds his man, complete. It's back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. To the air again with Bridgewater. A first down there on a pickup at 25. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd and inches, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Getting down to the end here, they have a two-score lead. Barely, but it's a two-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams
first overall pick, Kyler Murray, taking on this year's first overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. It's the Cardinals and Jags, and they square off next.
To return, here's Agnew. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
This defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray. To Connor on the check down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman uses his veteran savvy to come up with an interception there, and he still has plenty of ability out on the corner. And he's the NFL's active leader in interceptions. Moved on from the Niners after 3 seasons, but thriving with a new ball club, and that veteran know-how comes into play one more time.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Robinson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Etienne. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Tim Tebow. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Handing the football, he does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Murray now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it's going to be second down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and it's third down. Murray to air it out again. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose, and the Jags grab it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Shenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Shenault was a second-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown run. So that challenge, a successful one. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, Kent. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Malcolm Brown at $3 billion and some change comes in to drop the hammer. From the gun on third down, Murray. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On the run, it's Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here. Murray a give. This is counter. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. Team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait till halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back. Murray now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff for Etienne. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. On 1st and 10 is counter. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down, Murray. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 31, Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk.
We got this.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. When the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Again, Murray will keep it. There's the stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Now Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Miles Jack able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And all the way to the opposite 45. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And a ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Murray now to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To Connor on the check down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Throwing again, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way.
On first down, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Man open left side, it's Williams. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st. Murray to throw. Buying time to it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Murray, Dwayne Smoot in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Murray's got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the veteran Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And who else to make the big play to seal this victory but Richard Sherman?
He does have an exquisite sense of timing, doesn't he? He loves the spotlight, loves the big stage, really feels no pressure when there's a big play that needs to happen, and he just did another one right there. Remember when he knocked one away to seal an NFC Championship game against San Francisco? Yep. And that was really kind of the big arrival on stage for the rest of the world was that play in that game for Richard Sherman.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it.